creatives, welcome back to my channel. This is Classy by Mavi Creatives and I'm Mavis. Welcome back once again, and in our tutorial today we'll be learning how to cut and sew this trendy bubu dress without side seam. Okay, take a look at the dress. So that's the dress we'll be making. Alright, and I'll be using these two colors of fabrics, green and yellow. I hope it comes out fine. Can you see the colors? Okay, I'm just hoping it comes out beautiful. Okay, just watch till the end. Now, this very trendy bubu dress, I've seen different versions of making it, but this one I want to teach you is perfectly simple. Okay, let me say, I have analyzed all methods and I decided to teach you with the easiest method. So please watch till the end, practice yours, and also remember to like this video. And then most importantly, please subscribe to my channel. I'm begging you. This channel is new and I need it to grow. Please subscribe to my channel if you find this video interesting, so that you get your notifications when I upload subsequent videos. Okay, before we start cutting, let me explain what I'm having here. This is a fabric that comes by 60 in length and I have just 1 yard of it. Okay, so I'll be folding it into two like this and be cutting. And this also is a fabric of by 60 length and 1 yard. So in all, I'm using 2 yards for this bubu. If you're a tall person or you just want the drapes to flow very well, you go with 1.5, 1.5. That is in total 3 yards of fabric for this style. But for me, I don't want the drape so much, and also I'm not that tall, so I'm going for 2 yards and it will come out very well. Okay, so let's go down to business. I'll be starting with this, then later I'll cut it out. I'll cut this out using into two. Can you see? Okay, it has been folded into two. Since I'm on the floor, I'll be using the wrong side. Okay, can you see this? So this is the wrong side of the fabric. Just slide down this way. I hope you can see till the end. Okay, I want you to see everything and get the entire details. Okay, so I've arranged it this way. For some persons, they will tell you cut it diagonally. That is in a bias way, but no, I want to cut it like this because from experience I've noticed that the drapes will still come out the same way. So let's proceed. Remember, this will be the side and there will be no seam. Then this will be the center and the back, center front and the center back. Can you see this? Okay, so we'll be cutting from this side. We'll take out our neckline from here. I'll be going with a V-shaped neckline of 4 inches by 7 inches, 4 by 7. So I'll just be doing 4.5 here, 4.5. That is 1 inch for the stitching allowance. Then I come down by, okay, let me see, I'll be doing 4 by 6.5, so I'll come down by 7. Okay, and remember we need allowance here for the joining too. So I'll just remove 1/2 inch from here too. So I'll just join it like this. I hope you can see the lines clearly. Okay. So that's for the neckline. Now my shoulder measurement is 7 inches. So let's assume this is the 7 inches. So from this 7 inches point, I'm supposed to take my sleeves. My sleeve length wouldn't be much because this is just 1 yard of fabric. So before I take out my sleeve, I have to consider my round arm. Okay, this place. Let me just measure it so you can see. So this is 12 inches. So I'm taking out 6 inches here. Okay. Have you seen? So this is where my arm will enter. Okay, so to say, have you seen it? So from here to here is like my sleeve length. sleeve length of 4 inches. It's not long again. That means what I just demonstrated, let me re-explain it. So from here to here is the shoulder from here to here, then from here to here is the sleeve from here to somewhere around here. Then I'll bring out my hand from there. Okay, so I hope you've gotten this right. So let's cut out the upper parts before we go to the down. This way we'll cut it out. Then I've also cut out where my arms will be coming out from. Can you see? Okay, just slightly, just remove about half an inch from here. You can decide not to cut it, just to work with your needle and thread on it. But for me, I just want the shape so that I will remember that my arm is supposed to come out from here. So now let's go to the down. First of all, we consider the length. Remember, I did not slant my shoulders because it's basically the same thing. In fact, it will even the drapes will come out better if the shoulder is not slanted. So that's the reason why I did not slant the shoulder. So now you come down and measure your length. I want it to be 60 inches and I'm already having length 60 here. So now what I will do, I'll come in from here. Remember, the down of the gown is narrow and this is just 1 yard of fabric. So I'll come in from here by about 8 inches from this center. Measure 8 inches this way and mark. Okay, can you see this? Now, after marking this 8 inches, I will connect it to the neckline. This 8 is not constant. This is how narrow I want mine to be. You can actually measure yours to know how narrow you want it to be. It may be too narrow for you, so you can do either 5 inches, 6 inches, or 7 inches. But for me, okay, let me even do it 7 inches. Okay, so from this point, I'll just connect it. We are using free hand, so pardon me. Connect it to the neckline. Okay, so you use your scissors now and follow what you have just rolled out to the neckline. Okay, now let me just cut it out now. Okay, see here, I've cut it out and this is what we are having. So we are almost done. I hope you can see it clearly. Okay, so now let's proceed to mark out the shape. Okay, remember there's a slit at the down, at the front part. Okay, so the slit it depends on where you want it to be. So for me, I'll be taking the slit out of 17 inches or 18. 18 is still nice, so I'm marking 18 inches from here to here, 18 inches. So now I'll connect it this way. Can you see? Okay. So from here to here is 18 inches. Now you connect it to the side that there's no seam. And then before you cut it out, ensure that you are holding only one part of the fabric. You are not cutting out the two, okay? Just one side. So you just take your scissors, go in there and follow the line this way and cut it out. I hope this is clear. Okay, so the length depends on you. It may be too short for you, so you can decide to make yours up to 20 inches length in front, 22 or 21. But for me, I don't want it too open, so I'm working with 18 inches. So what I'll do next, I'll cut out this exact same thing on the yellow fabric. Okay, so just take it. Alright, here we are. I've cut it out on both fabrics. Can you see? Okay, one more thing. I want you to understand this. Just watch me while I explain the neckline. For me, I want both back and front to carry the same V neckline. So that's what I'm having here. Here is the back and here is the front. But if you don't want this, look at what you will do. If you want the back to just be round like 1 inch down neckline, look at what you will do. When you measure this one, before you cut this out, you raise it like this and cut out only on one side. Then you go to the back and measure that 1 inch down and also cut it separately. So that way you'll be able to get the back and front differently. But for me, I want them to be the same, so this is what we are having. So the next step we want to take on this tutorial is to go to our machine and sew the seam together. First of all, sew the back seam together and then the front seam too. Okay, so we are done joining the front. Okay, so this is the front. Now we want to join the back. So join the back. Okay, here is the back and here is the front, and these are the sides with no seam. So what we will do next, we are going to be joining the shoulders. Okay, so this is the neckline and these are the shoulders. I hope you can remember what we cut out. Here is where your arm will come out from, and here to here is your shoulder and your sleeve together. So we'll be joining it. Side 2, we'll be joining the shoulder. Okay, remember, once again, here is your neckline and here to here is your shoulder and your sleeve, and here is where your arm will come out from. So let's also join this other side. The dress is almost set. What is left is to finish up the arms. Okay, can you see? You finish here up. You can decide to just bend it over, fold it over like this and stitch with your needle and thread. You can decide to use a bias binding to finish here. You can also decide to cut out your fabric in a bias format and just use it to pipe here and the neckline. Okay, that way you do your finishing neatly. Then also for the gown, I'll just go in there and just bend it, fold it like this and then stitch on it all around to the front. Then but before that, I'll be increasing the slit at the front by 2.5 inches. Okay, so 18 inches wasn't enough, it's still short. So okay, let me say I'll be adding 3 more inches. I'll be making it 22 inches. Okay, so I'll come up by 3 inches and also cut. Guys, basically I'm done and here is the result. And as you can see, I've also used some buttons for embellishments. I hope you like it. Once again, please subscribe. Remember to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.